Hey, this is me, Wanda B, and you are tuned into He Said, She Said on IntellectualRadio.com. We're back. It's Christmas season. We're here. Hey, cheer, Hollywood. Cheer.
Oh,
jingle bells. Jingle bells.
Yeah. I love Christmas songs, but I don't know the words to anything. I just make up stuff all the time as I go along.
That is very funny because I played this. I like teaser games and I play them in the mornings and I play them all day. But it was one, do you know the words to these Christmas songs? And you had to fill in the blank. And I realized I have my own words for many of them.
Of which? Which one?
We should play a game. I think we're going to play the Do You. Let's see if N. Dot really does know the words. And I should probably introduce you to who I'm talking to. This is our beloved co-host with the mostest here on He Said, She Said, Nemia. But we like to call her N. Dot.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. She's here with us celebrating Christmas. Even though I'm normally a Scrooge. I'm going to have to just really say that. I'm a Scrooge, but I love Christmas, but not the gift.
Me either. I feel like it's so much pressure to give people. Yes. But I love Christmas. I love the innocence of children.
That's what
people
I love.
Are just really nice around this time of season. If we can keep up how nice and kind people are around the holidays, let me tell you, we'll all be better. It'll be a great year.
I totally agree with you. That is I feel the pressure of not being able to buy for who I like to be able to buy for, and I know I shouldn't. So don't come on here and say, no, you shouldn't let it buy.
It's not about that.
It's not about that. We all know that. We know the real gist of the reason for the season, and it should be, but it still just has a little bit of something to it. So
I still can't think of that Christmas song. It's one where dads will be something with bombs.
The dads are gonna do stuff with bombs.
They're gonna be playing.
That's a Christmas song. Is that the real words? You don't know the words either, do you?
Nope. But it has something like dads will be
the bomb. No,
because it was based in Vietnam, so that he was referencing Vietnam War. Yeah, I think
you all help
Stevie
her out.
Wonder. You know what? One of my friends teased me because I thought he said they would be playing with moms.
That makes more sense.
But no. It was
bombs? Are you sure?
Yep. I'll tell you in just a second. I'm sure I can find.
You'll have to play along with us today. We're going to do some Christmas trivia because we're going to see if we know the words to these songs. Because that's something I
went to a Christmas Chicago not symphony, but it's like some large orchestra that my stepmom is a part of, and they had sing-along songs, and the Grinch song, nobody knew the words. All we knew was he was a mean old Grinch, but that's
all I know.
But then there's a couple of verses in there that's but even with Silent Night,
people knew that.
Nobody knows the third verse. Yeah, we know the first verse. We know perhaps the second and the last, but not the third verse of any church song never gets really sang.
Okay, so what about this one? In the meadow, we can build a snowman, then pretend that he is. What do you think the choices are there?
In the meadow, we can build a snowman.
In the meadow, we can build a snowman, then pretend that he is.
I don't know.
So the choices for this are Officer Tom, Old Saint Nick, Santa Claus, or Parson Brown.
Santa Claus? Then pretend that doesn't even.
Then pretend that he is. In the meadow. I was like, brown. In the meadow, we pretend that he is. I was like, nice and brown. Then I was like, well, out of these, Officer Tom. I was like, never thought it was Officer Tom. I tried to sing it along with it. Then pretend that he is Old Saint. I was like, no, it's not Old Saint Nick. I know that. Then pretend that he is Santa Claus. And I was like, well, you wouldn't pretend that. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll say Parson Brown. But why is he Parson Brown? The answer is Parson Brown. But where does that come from?
What does that mean?
What does that even mean?
So was he black? Like Parson Brown? Like
Parson, Parson Brown. Then pretend that he is Parson Brown.
What the heck is Parson Brown?
So I was like, I just knew I knew this. I was like, I was singing along. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, I don't know these. So here's another one. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good.
For goodness sake. Hey.
So be good for all the time. For goodness sake. All night and day. For once in your life.
Goodness sake.
Goodness sake. Let's see if you're right. It is goodness sake. Let's see. Because this is what I did this morning. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding and bring it
right now. Today.
Bring it right here, real quick, on time, or with wine. I was like, wait a minute. That's not any of the choices I would have thought. And bring it right here, quick, real quick. And bring it on time. And maybe bring it here with wine. And bring it right here.
I would want my figgy pudding with wine.
Whatever figgy pudding is. Whatever figgy pudding is. And bring it. I didn't think it was right. But right here was the close, right? So let's choose right here. And it's right here. And bring it. But I don't think I knew that that's really what they were saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that at all.
And I really thought I knew my Christmas songs. So what about this? I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the one I used to
know.
Where the lambs are singing and bright.
Where the blank and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. So is it where the fire crackles, candles flicker, treetops glisten, or baubles twinkle?
Treetops glisten sounds
right, but I thought it was like where the hilltops glisten.
So yeah,
I think I thought it was hilltops, and it's treetops.
Yep, I guess on that one because that's probably one of the ones that I make the words up as I go along. Like
I really thought I knew them till this little quiz today. So chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up
like Eskimos.
This one I knew. Yes, like Eskimos. Everybody knows.
So some turkey and some mistletoe, perhaps.
Doom, 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 doom.
All make the season bright.
Here we go. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still.
Sonata.
And my dear, we're still goodbying. That's what I thought maybe it said. And it's and my dear, we're still inviting. They have not lying together. I knew it wasn't together. It was something ing. Goodbying, and it is goodbying.
Oh my goodness. Goodbying is that even a word?
Do you all know your Christmas carols? Do you all know your Christmas carols?
I'm no good at Christmas carols or even nursery rhymes.
I thought I knew them until I realized I'm one word off on everything here. So here's another one. So once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of your blank, who are to us, will be near to us once more. I thought it said will travel near to us, but that it has no word travel in it, so I didn't know that. But let's say your happy golden days of your. So the choices are faithful friends, lost loves, missing men, or weary souls. Weary souls that are dear to us will be near to us once more. Lost love, missing men, faithful friends. I'm gonna go with it, faithful friends. But I didn't know the rest of it either. I think I make those words up, but I didn't know it was.
Here's one for you. Someday at Christmas,
Oh, I know. I don't
Men
know.
won't be boys.
Someday at Christmas, men won't be boys. I didn't know those were the words.
Playing with bombs like kids play with toys.
Oh,
I made up because I was like, clearly it's not about bombs.
I make up my own words, and now I can't think of what my own words would be.
Yeah, mine's is playing with moms. I made up playing with moms like kids play. I'm thinking daddy and mama like putting toys together,
playing with bombs,
getting it on, and then kind of like the whole you see your mama kissing Santa Claus. Like,
did you all know that? Our people who are chiming in, and whether you're on Intellectual Radio, let us know if you knew the words. We didn't know the words to that.
Didn't know the words, but that's the one that stumps me. So my friend Cassandra teases me all the time because she says I ruined that song for her because I say playing with moms, and she's like, "You're a pervert." I was like, "Well, it may
no, your dad would play with your mom. Now, it doesn't have to be sexual." Right. Her mind's in the gutter because we were thinking playing with moms. Like, man
play with toys.
Yeah, to me, I never thought it was bombs, but I don't know what I thought it was. I really do make up my own lyrics.
I make them up as I go along.
So let's do the next one. Let's see if we get it. I saw mommy. I thought it was kissing Santa Claus.
I thought it
was. This says I saw mommy tickle Santa Claus.
That's the second verse.
Oh, that's
the first verse is kissing. And the second is
underneath
the mistletoe. Last night.
I thought it was underneath the mistletoe, but I also didn't think it was tickling. So underneath his beard, so snowy white.
Really?
Yeah, no, I thought it was underneath the
mistletoe. What?
So is that the second verse? I saw mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his beard, so snowy white. Yeah, didn't know that. Got that one wrong too. I was like, I really just don't know
the words. Oh, okay.
So here's another one.
But that is probably the most clever Christmas song because, like, Santa Claus was your daddy who dressed up, and then you wake up, you don't know Santa Claus is not real. That it was your daddy just trying to fool you, and now you like. Wait a minute! I just saw, and I'm telling my daddy, like,
Daddy, mommy was kissing Santa Claus.
She was kissing Santa Claus underneath his beard, so snowy.
Well, I think the first verse may be under the mistletoe last night because the kissing, and when she saw him tickle.
Oh, she went underneath it.
I think
Mama was fast.
What we didn't know, there must have been some magic in that blank they found for when they placed it on his head. He began to dance around. Oh, that's Frosty the Snowman. There must have. I don't know how it goes. Frosty the Snowman was a. There must have been some magic in that they found. In that Santa hat, old silk hat, Christmas cap, or stocking cap?
Oh, that old silk hat. I know. Is his hat silk?
You got that right. It's old silk hat. I got that wrong.
I just had to think of what his hat looks like.
And I did. I thought the same thing. I was like, well, he doesn't wear a Santa hat, so that can't be it.
Top hat.
Right, but I
thought it was velvet.
And it's like made out of stuff out your house. Yeah. Like, so wouldn't it? Why
would I just have I guess.
There'll be parties for hosting, for toasting and caroling out in the snow. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be parties for hosting, blank for toasting and caroling out in the snow.
Yeah, I don't know the real. I only know the soulful Christmas songs.
Right, we don't know these. We giving up.
There's a meme that's going around talking about the difference between white people and black people singing Christ the Savior is
Christ the Savior is
Silent Night. So the you have the clean like hymn church version, but then we know the one that we know is Silent Night when he goes Christ, not Christ, Christ
the Savior.
Yeah,
Savior is born. Well, who is that? The Temptations? Who sings
from
that
the
one?
Temptations.
The Temptations.
And then it's not Christmas, and I've not heard it yet, so I have to listen to the radio all day tomorrow. Curtis Blow, Christmas song.
What's that one?
Dun, oh shoot.
Dun, 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 no, that
dun, dun, dun. That is. It's a version for Christmas.
Oh, I don't know if I know the Curtis Blow Christmas song. Do you all know the Curtis Blow Christmas song? I keep
forgetting, Wanda, like how often your black card gets reversed.
And do you know what? We had a Voices of Change, which is a show here at IntellectualRadio.com. They are Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Came in to sing Christmas carols, and they brought the keyboard and they were playing. And I was like, I don't know these songs.
They were like the soulful versions?
Soulful versions of something. But I was like, I have never. They were like, Rachel, you have never heard this song about Mary. And I was like, no, I don't. Yeah. I was like, I've never heard it before. I wish I could get the song real quick.
That is so
But I had
funny.
never heard it before. Now, I went to a Catholic church that our Christmas is just the very simple Christmas songs. And we did have the Oh Holy Night one.
Which is one of my favorites.
But Holy Night, that's one of my favorites. But that Mary one she sang, I was like, I didn't think I could not know Christmas songs until the other day.
Have you listened to so recently a few artists have come out with Christmas album. Kim has a bomb Christmas album.
Really? I love Kim.
So Ledisi has a good one too.
Really? Don't know any of those.
And you will be surprised. Tamar Braxton has a really good Christmas album.
Are they singing the regular Christmas songs, or they've created? Oh, then I know I love.
Well, there's only like one new song on Tamar's, which is "She Can Have You," which is my favorite Christmas song. Yeah, I love the sad, heartbroken Christmas songs.
She Can Have You. Yeah. So is this a side chick Christmas song?
Yeah, she saw her, like they broke up, and the next day he was in the mall with the new girl, and so she was like, "She can have you." Although those are I see you with bags, Christmas shopping, and it's supposed to be my stuff, but
that's sad.
And then you got to have "What Do the Lonely Do at Christmas." That's
I know that
the anthem.
What
do they do? What
did she get serious? That?
I
just didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
Right. I know a word.
What they were singing on Voices of Change were more church type songs, and those I just didn't know. Emotions. But I told her I didn't. Oh, I love the Emotions. I didn't know they sang that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love me some Emotions.
Yeah, so Christmas, and now I don't think kids. Well, Chance the Rapper has a Christmas album,
does he?
Which is actually nice. It's pretty dope. And it's Chicago style. It's him and Jeremiah, and it's Chicago style kind of juke.
No clue who Jeremiah is.
He's a Chicago artist too. He's not professed himself to be a king of R&B though, but. He's the other Jack.
You giving a dig to
Jackie's? Yeah.
Who's Jackie's?
This is the boy who said he was the king of R&B for 16 to 25, and nobody knows him. So.
I saw that on Facebook. Yeah. I saw that on social media.
He ran up on Keith Sweat.
King. Yeah,
and was like, "Yeah, no."
He's like, "No, sorry, whatever your name is."
All right.
You guys, let us know what has been your best or worst Christmas gift as you and have you finished your Christmas? No, have you finished your Christmas shopping? Because I'm gonna start tomorrow.
Oh,
yes, yeah, I'm gonna start tomorrow.
Luck. So I went into my favorite store, Target, and I didn't realize that this Target is closing. So I was like, man, everything is so picked over. But the one on 87th in Cottage Grove is
You didn't hear the whole Rip-a-ma-row with the
I did, but then I forgot.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So, but all of the other stores are picked through.
They said there's a lot of people shopping, even though what I always find very interesting is that when the economy is down, where do we get the money to do the Christmas shopping from?
Oh, take away from rent and mortgage, and it's a lot of people just risking it all for a day, for one single day.
That is the part I find saddening about Christmas is that, I don't know. I know we don't have to believe in, I don't know, but something needs to change because that part of it. And I do feel like more and more people, I buy for my children kind of all year. I really don't.
Yeah.
They don't ask for a lot, but when they ask for something, I usually get it. I don't wait like my parents wait for Christmas. So I don't know.
That's like we were saying before. Like Christmas was the day to get your year's worth of necessities, which is why you did have a lot of stuff. You got your winter coat. Right. And I don't know why our mamas made us wait until Christmas, because we live in Chicago. It's been cold. You sitting around waiting on this winter coat.
This mama does the same thing. Well, it probably because
your gloves and everything.
It was probably in that whole big layaway bundle, and they took the whole layaway out at Christmas.
Yep. Get you a layaway and just pay on it all year long.
And they probably put it in there like when the coats first come out, and they are.
You're right,
because they want the nice selection.
Yeah.
So they go in September.
Yeah,
in October,
when it's still warm out.
When it's still warm, the coat is not needed, but they making sure they get first pick, and it goes on sale by the time they actually take it out.
But then your mama got it like 5 sizes big. Well, you gonna grow? No, I can't. I'm not gonna grow this much.
And next Christmas we gonna do the same thing. Yeah. It's not like they gonna hold it for you to the Christmas season. It's funny how we do.
That is hilarious.
Our people do. So what is your worst and best Christmas gifts? I'd like to know. Let us know.
So I do have a funny story. I wonder if I can pull up the pictures. One of my friends, who's also a professor, she had an adult student buy her a Christmas gift. And so at first she was a little reluctant, like, you don't have to buy me a gift. And that's why I am with my students too. Like, you don't have to buy me anything. I don't need anything. And so he was like, no, it's just a little something I wanted to give you. She took it, and she, again, like me, is like, well, thank you, and takes the bag. He's like, no, open it. He wanted an immediate reaction. So she opens the gift, and they are like a 5 or 6 pack of big underwear, like drawers, not panties, like big. And she's a small woman. They had to be like a size 10 or 11. Big.
And he doesn't know sizes. But why underwear?
Why underwear? She was so embarrassed and felt it was so inappropriate. So she had to get her supervisor, which is a male, to talk to him like, dude, you just can't be buying me underwear. Like, no. No.
Inappropriate. I will say that is inappropriate. And this is an adult student, so we're not talking about a child who bought something for. He should know better, right?
He should have known better, but clearly he did not care.
I have gotten a toilet seat. I think I told someone this recently. I don't know if I said it on the show before, but I received a toilet seat. But it was also one of those black, white elephants things.
Oh my goodness.
So they meant it to be funny, but we used it. We needed it in our second bathroom. So I was like, actually, I'm gonna keep this. This will be on my toilet. Thank you very much. But at the time I did, I was like, a toilet seat. But it was funny. And I do like funny gifts.
Yeah. I like a gift. Sometimes.
Because that underwear is not funny.
Yeah, the underwear is like creepy.
That's creepy.
Like, you are a creep, sir.
So I was feeling maybe I did a little creepy thing. So you all tell me if what I did was creepy. My son, I sell jewelry. So if you guys don't know, I do have on a piece of Wonderful Bling right now. You can go to wonderfulbling.com, WANDABLING.com. Go to shop and shop. Have all different types of jewelry. I have on some at my ring, my bracelets right now. My necklace is all Wonderful Bling. So if you need that last minute gift and I have it, I'll get it to you before Christmas. What is Christmas? Tuesday? I'll get it to you if you see something and I have it on stock. If not, you'll have to order and you won't get it before Christmas. But if I have it in stock, I can get it to you before Christmas. So I sell jewelry. So I was thinking, what can I get his teacher? And I went on a field trip this week. So I met the teacher and I saw what she wore.
Okay.
So I kind of had a feel of what I saw her wearing. And so I picked out about 6 pieces that I had, and I brought them to my son, and I said, which one would you like to give your teacher? And so he was like, this one. And he was like, oh, all these bracelets go together. It was like 4 bracelets that kind of stacked. And he was like, oh, okay. And he was excited to give it to him. But then I thought, jewelry, is that too personal? Did I just mess up?
No, I think that's a nice gift. I think that's a nice gift, especially if you kind of got a feel for her, and yeah, I think that's a decent gift.
I afterwards I was like, is she like, why would this boy buy me a bracelet? Like, I was like, is this? Yeah. But I mean, he knows the mama. My son is not. Right. He's 12, so he can't get to the store on his own. His mother. It's would probably have to
the best gift she got, because I can only imagine. I get some gifts and I'm like, you didn't have to. So now the parents are making the Santa Claus, or what do they call it? It's hot chocolate, so it's how to make a snowman melt or something crazy. But how many coffee mugs do you need with hot chocolate?
Oh, I used to make those every year. You don't like those, huh?
Yeah, like no.
We used to go.
What is it called?
I don't know, but my son and I, my daughters, my older daughters, I really haven't done it much with the younger son, but we would go get the dollar store mugs that say the cutesy things, teachers, and then make hot chocolate things where you can make the 1 cup of hot chocolate
with everything in
in the thing, and we pour it and mix it and then put our marshmallows on top and tie it up. Yeah, she probably got 80 of those.
Right.
But it was inexpensive. And my kids got to make it and they felt all special. But you're getting those from adults?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do. But the mugs do come in handy. Like, oh, I needed this.
No, you probably don't need 80 of them and get them every year. But so then there's been years I haven't done it. So because sometimes
your creeps up on teachers have been not getting those. Missing out on their hot chocolate.
Right. They're missing out on our child number 4. All my older children got a gift for their teacher every year. This child is tired mommy. So
just go to school.
Just get to school. Oh, it's Christmas. I forgot. I mean, I used to be that mother that got it for the what's the crossing guard. Everybody
your child came in contact.
Yes, I used to be that mom.
School bus attendant, somebody else.
Yeah. Yes, the people that just walk them from the door. I used to get them all, and now I am so like blah to Christmas. I hate that, but at the same time, it's awfully freeing because they probably didn't even want the stuff anyway.
I think for the people that you're not personally connected to, that gift cards are okay.
But see, then I feel badly about the amount because I was like, to get you a gift, but to get you a $5 gift card is like,
you're gonna give me a $5 gift card at Starbucks? I can't get a drink.
You can barely get
from
and
Starbucks
that's
for $5.
Drink. Yeah. So then I get all, and I don't want to spend that amount that doesn't make me look cheap.
Right.
So then I stopped doing. I did the gift cards some years, but then the amount would just rack up.
Like, so what do I put on here? I don't know. I struggle with that, even just gifting overall. So my thing is for like, I guess I don't like to say acquaintances, but friends that I'm not real close to, $25 gift cards are.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So, but that
could add up. I mean, acquaintances 4 is $100.
Like if you invite me to a baby shower or housewarming, I'm the 25 gift card.
Oh, that makes sense. But I'm talking Christmas. What about Christmas?
Christmas wise, I only gift to those that I'm really close, and I like to do stuff personal. So something that really makes sense to that person, or nothing at all.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Something that makes sense to the person that's actually I get it. That's actually I'm gifting to, like something that they can use, or something that I see like, oh, this is useful. As opposed to just nothing. It's either that or I'll do nothing at all.
And I think I'm okay with nothing at all. And
me too.
That does not bother me in the least. If someone doesn't, I don't feel like, where's my gift? I don't feel nothing.
I don't look for anything.
I don't look for anything, but I'm constantly running into people that do. And that always surprised me. I don't know why it surprises me, because Christmas is but I'm like, oh, I hate that feeling though, that there are definitely
so much pressure.
People.
Like even with dating, we talked about that. Like, what do I get you? Like, are we at that level or no?
And are we at the point, or how does it work when when people look at the gift is what it means, what you mean to them, like they only spent X amount of dollars, and that just really to me takes some want out of Christmas.
It does.
And should you though? Should you look at if he just got you a card? Does that mean more or less? Does that is an indication?
You'll do better, like guys. If you go get a gift card, put it in one of those between me and you cards.
What's the between me and you card?
It's almost a love letter. You get it from Walgreens. It's a regular card, but they always know the perfect thing.
They're well written.
They're very well written, like a real legit love card. And so if you do a gift card, just go get it between me and you, because then that makes it more sentimental. And then like, oh, by the way, here's a gift card. But I mean, it's little like if you do a gift card, just figure out kind of what the person is into. Like if they go to a particular nail salon, perhaps you can run there and get a gift card, or pay for services in advance or something like that. I know one really nice gesture, but it wasn't Christmas. When I had locks, I was getting my locks
Speaking of that, I'm going to stop us right here because, yes, you cut your locks. That's huge.
Huge. And it was huge. It was a whole situation at my house by myself.
Why? Why did you cut them?
I cut my locks, and then I was like, oh, shoot, what have I done? But there's no recovery. So I knew I was already bracing myself to cut my hair. But you go back and forth about the cut. And for me, not a lot of my esteem, but some of my esteem was founded in my look. And so I was like, what do I look like without hair?
I know mine is.
Right. I'm like, what am I going to look like without locks? All people know are locks. And I was like, So I did a prank on my friends, and I pulled my hair back, and I had a lot of new growth because I knew I was growing my hair out. And I sent them that picture to see what they would say. And they were like, oh my God, I love the cut. I love the cut. Turn around. Let's see the back. And I was like,
then they see all your locks.
I was like, I didn't cut my hair. I just wanted to see what you guys said. But I am cutting my hair soon. So once I got the reassurance, I was like, okay, I'm okay with this. So then I actually cut, and I did the deep conditioner thing, and woke up the next morning like, oh shoot, I really did cut my hair.
I couldn't do it.
And so I went to the barbershop, but at this time I was getting my locks done at this, and it was a unisex salon. So there was a barbershop and a lock portion. And a guy, he hadn't said anything to me. He went over to the guy, my stylist, and was like, what's she getting? And he was like, oh, she normally gets the styling, blah, 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 blah. He was like, well, how much is it? And he was like, he told him the price, and he paid. He didn't say a word to me. And
when did this happen?
This is a few years back.
How beautiful is that?
It was beautiful, but he had a girlfriend, and so
who does that though? With a girlfriend?
Does that with a girlfriend? I guess that's how he gets his ladies. But that was a really nice
for a minute. I mean, I'll find out more about you.
I entertained a couple of conversations, and then finally I was like,
do you have to? If someone does something like that, they kind of force you to kind of act like you.
He left his number.
How sweet is that?
So I didn't feel pressure
once you found out he has a girlfriend, but that's kind of sweet. So
I didn't feel pressure to like have to engage in the conversation. And the stylist, he didn't say anything to me until I got in the seat and was like, he was asking me how did I want my hair, and I was like, I'm not sure. He was like, well, your hair is paid for. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, oh, it was a guy here earlier. Did you see? I was like,
you didn't even remember him?
I hadn't paid any attention at all.
I would have to call. You have to call though. How clever is that? I mean, if you decide to just randomly pay, she has to call you to say thank you, right?
Right.
I think she owes you that much to say thank you. And so he's almost guaranteed a call.
Me forever. Oh. But it just didn't. It doesn't.
But that's interesting. I like that approach because that'll definitely get a girl's attention. Paying to get her hair done and a surprise, and you, oh my gosh, how sweet. And I mean, if he was single, it would have been sweet.
It would have been perfect.
It would have been the perfect way to meet someone.
We probably would have been in happily ever after.
We'd be sitting here with Mr. Endot.
But right. But since he was not, he was modern day or earlier F boy. So Like, yeah,
That's
who does that?
Different topic. Okay, should we just go into it? Because they're not telling me their Christmas gifts, so we can go into something else. But since we're talking locks, so I'm going to stay with the cutting of the locks and current events. What did you think about the boy? Because you've had locks, the attachment to your locks, how long it takes to grow them.
I feel like,
how do you feel
I even
about
watched the video this morning, and I am still angry at that. I'm angry because when you, and you know this, when you send your children someplace where other adults are, your expectations are that they are going to protect your child, like, and not to a point where they're protecting like it's their child, but to let no harm come to them. And the fact that all of these adults stood around and watched him get his hair cut on the floor was beyond humiliating and disgusting. But then that nobody said, forget this game, forget the coach, we'll just play the next game. Like, you have all of these washed up, can't wrestle anymore men bravadoing around instead of letting logic play into it's one game. And the boy clearly did. It wasn't a tournament.
I haven't watched the full thing, so it wasn't a turn. It wasn't like this is all the end all to be all. If we lose this, we lose everything.
And even it wasn't on the line. It's like one of those things that as a team, everybody should be rallied. To me, it was the perfect team story. It was reminiscent of Colin Kaepernick, in that if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. And I just hate that I feel like the young man was not given options. Like, you cannot cut your hair and we will be okay with that and we'll go home, because he had his proper headgear. So apparently he couldn't have his hair out, but he had the headgear that he could wear, and he worn it before in other matches. This particular ref wouldn't allow him to wear the headgear either, and insisted that he cut his hair.
Wow.
Like, no.
Let me chime in for hello, Joe. How are you, Joe? Thanks for tuning in. You said y'all ain't talking about the Westonburg, but because we've been on for 42 minutes already, and you're kind of late to the party, we've been talking about this. And because my beautiful N-Dot just recently cut her locks just this week, we kind of flowed because I knew people would be watching and thinking to themselves, did she cut her hair? Oh my goodness, did she have locks last time? So we're just going on what our physical appearance is right now, which then led me into the current event that kind of felt on the same wavelength of cutting your locks. So if you have been with us since the beginning, you see that we have flowed, and we're going to flow right back in the topic. We know how to stay on topic, boo. Yes, we do.
Got this.
We got this. We got this. A little sway off. You wasn't even here. The party started 42 minutes ago.
Now tell us your best and worst gift.
Right. You stay on topic and tell us your best and worst Christmas gift. Trying to get smart with me on Christmas.
Christmas.
Please. Leave me alone, Joe. You know what I'm doing here.
She got this.
Yeah. It's okay. So that's that ugly face I made that he caught the picture and laughed.
Right.
I go like that. So, you know what? I agree. And I think the little boy, if it was my son and he is listening to what his coach says, and if his coach is saying go ahead and do it, he's probably going to do what an adult tells him to do.
Which is, to me, so a lot of that fell on his, because a lot of people are looking at the ref, and I'm like, the ref is who he is. It was his coach's job to protect his dignity, his pride, and option. And even if the decision was to cut his hair, we're going in the locker room and cutting his hair. You're not going to. It just felt, and I know I probably got way deeper than it really was, but it really felt kind of reminiscent of town hall hangings, where you humiliate and you bring everybody. Like, there is no way this boy should have been in the middle of the court with the lady with gloves on, like he's infested with these big, huge scissors, and she was just hacking at his head. And I'm like, that is beyond humiliating. So
let's see how this all plays out. But that was only brought up to bring people up to speed who are just chiming in because our dear M. Dot did the
big chop.
Did the big chop, but it's very cute.
Thank you.
It looks you.
So that was one of the reasons why I was okay with it. Before I locked my hair, I had locks for 10 years. Before I locked my hair was natural. And so I have a picture on my wall at home with my hair kind of like this. It was a full head of hair though. So I like it. I normally do something drastic hair wise around my birthday. So
okay. And your birthday was
the 18th. So this is what I came up with. I'm not doing anything else with my hair.
Now, this is actually probably going to be more work. Is it more work than
at first it was because I didn't know what I was doing, but I figured it out. Like this whole sponge, so I like the messy sponge thing. Mm-hmm. But I was like, it's not working. So I thought you had to wash your hair and then do the sponge. But the key is to use my product, let it sit overnight in the morning. I pick it out.
And you got it now.
Hey. I can go. Yep.
It looks beautiful. Thank you. So what is your best and worst Christmas gifts? If you're just tuning in, that is what we're talking about. So chime in. We got 2 whole hours. So we got 2 whole hours. But this segment is going to be brought to you by Allstate. So whether you need auto, home, or life insurance, and life insurance is so important.
It is.
And our beautiful N-Dot is what are you by trade? Let me not say it wrong.
Director.
A funeral director. So the importance of life insurance. That give Allstate a call, 708-599-5100, 708-599-5100. Tell Sal I sent you and get your life insurance, please, please, please. It's so imperative. But
plug for Sal is that one of these expensive gifts, $100
that could be a gift,
could pay for a year's worth of life insurance.
Now, how would you feel if somebody got you? I would like that, honestly, because that's like the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, it is.
I like that idea.
It makes more sense, especially. We get so wrapped up in giving, especially with children. Make sure you got a policy for your kids, and then 6 months from now, y'all gonna be doing GoFundMe's for summer camps, and your kid gonna be on Stony Island dancing in the middle of the street to be in the Bud Billiken parade. So put your little money, put your coins to the side, so your kids can participate in stuff after December.
That is funny. Because I've been the victim of I've sent a few kids to the Bud Billiken parade, I'm sure.
Yes. And they got a whole routine. Yes, you learn all.
But do you give them money if they haven't done the routine for you? I want to see the routine. Don't just ask me for money. Yeah,
I want to see the routine, and I will give money for the routine.
I want the routine.
And then the Bucket Boys, if you have facial hair, I'm not going. At least on the west side. See, and here's my shout out to the west side, because the south side, y'all just playing buckets. On the west side, they got real instruments. They got like a whole band on Independence.
Okay.
Now I don't know where they stole the instruments from, or whose school is not like fully loaded with all their instruments, but they got instruments. They got tuba and
excuse us, gone West Siders don't do it. We got true buckets. They got the real sticks though. At least they're not doing it with like sticks from a tree.
Right.
They got real sticks.
They got real sticks.
Joe said the best Christmas gifts are the ones that come after Christmas and are what you wanted from love, not what came from pressure. Yeah, after Christmas, I don't care if no one, and I've told everybody in my life, you don't have to get me nothing, and I really swear I won't be upset.
I'll be okay with it. Joe said, get him a prepaid Uber account.
Oh, really? Okay,
that does make sense. So, like, I've given a bus card. One of my colleagues at the funeral home, he takes the bus, and I was like,
that's your Christmas gift. So, I love practical gifts, though. Instead of doing some those that you look at like, what am I going to do with this? And you have to pretend like you're all like excited.
And then you have to put it somewhere. Now, there's a lady at the funeral home. She normally gives the scratch offs.
I like that too, though.
But like, what if I hit big? Do I have to
you better
go back and share with her?
Mm-hmm. You better.
It was a gift. Back for like, if I win $1 million, how much do I have to give her back? Like,
you all answer that because I don't know. Just give me my
$dollars.
Just give me what I paid. No, you don't have to give nothing. A gift is a gift. Yeah. I would be happy to see you, but
But I'm sure she'll be looking like, listen, I paid for that. I'll give her a little something.
Especially if you got rich,
but every time scratch I get the scratch off, I'm like, ooh, if I hit big,
I don't want to see it though.
I gotta give her something, and then I gotta give.
I love giving the scratch offs, but I don't actually want to see you scratching it off because I'm gonna be mad that I kept one for myself.
Right, and it was the right one.
Could have been the See, that's Christmas is too much, but I like to see somebody win. I think I would feel good.
Yeah.
But I would think, dang, she could have at least got me a bag of chips or something.
Or something that I can use. Now, I don't like household gifts.
You don't want the blender.
No. Because that's
the vacuum.
No.
My daughter put that on her list, actually. So I do if it's on the list,
yeah.
They ask for it. But don't just get me.
Like, I'm just gonna buy you a microwave. No.
I when I was married, my ex-husband, even though he's an excellent gift giver, so don't let me throw none that he buys. He's very thoughtful, even if it's not something. He's those people that remember everything you've ever said, and you could have just said it out of like in the moment. Like if I said, "Oh, I wish I could bake some cakes," and if I had my own mixer, and I said that
now you
in March, and now he gives me a mixer, and
you're like, oh, did you know?
But I didn't really want a mix. I wanted one in March when I was in the cake mood. Right. I'm not in the cake mood now, and now I had this big fancy mixer. So I still like the thought that you still remembered that I said that.
Right.
So it's something to that, to be that kind of person that remembers. But I didn't want a mixer because now when it's actually Christmas time, I want something for me.
Right. You like
not something for the whole household.
Now I gotta use the mixer to make everybody else a gift.
And I don't feel like making cakes.
I don't want to. It's not what I had in mind for making cakes on Christmas.
But I feel horrible complaining. Because is it bad to complain about a gift? They didn't have to get you nothing.
They did not. So I'm always appreciative. I'm one of those people that I just rather not. Just don't hang out with me, or it can be something small. Like I love fresh flowers. So if you show up with just some fresh flowers from the ground, I'm good. Like, oh my God, how'd you know?
I think when they know you, that's so good. And yes, I love you, Joe. I'm just teasing you because you was teasing me, so I gotta tease him back. One of my old friends. We go way, way back. Yes, I love you. I loves me some Joe Evans. I do a big supporter. I appreciate you. I haven't stopped plugging y'all. You always plug me. I appreciate you. You said the Uber account. Yes, Uber. I think that is very good. Prepaying for an Uber for someone. The gift of transportation. Yep. That's like giving you gas money, or giving you,
or like put money on my Park Chicago account.
Now, someone told me something's changing with that. See how easy I get off topic? I don't mean to. I just really can't. But it makes me think of something else. Like they're gonna start charging some extra tax on like Spot Hero. What is it called? Park Hero.
Park Hero.
They're gonna start charging you tax now.
Let me take that app off my phone. I don't need it.
So I don't need it.
I'll just look for a parking spot.
Yeah, they're gonna start Spot Hero, whatever. What is it called? Park Hero.
Well, the one for Chicago is Park Chicago, and that's like the meter.
This one is for parking garages. Well, I can't think of the name.
That's Park Hero.
Okay, yeah, they're gonna start charging tax. They say. Joe says he's in Florida. We ain't got enough buses for no bus card. You all don't have buses in Florida? I'm giving out blank Christmas cards to make sure you send me one next year. That's cute too. I know, but I gotta hold on to it till next year. That may not happen. That's really assumptive, but I'll still be around next year. But it's just wishful thinking, I guess. That's kind of cute. That's a cute concept. Now, I'm not into cards. Really, unless they are like, Inti sent this really cute card with her picture on it. I was like, oh, that is so adorable. And I wasn't gonna open it because I'm just not into cards. I'm like, Christmas cards is gonna say Merry Christmas with just your name side.
Right, that is so funny because I got a text later like, oh my God, I just opened the card.
Because I was like, oh, sitting here, I'm going to open it.
Yeah.
But I'm hanging cards. I'm just not a card. Unless they're, like you said, those cards that have something written that really touches your heart.
Yeah.
Now those.
Like, what else are you going to do with a card? Like, what are you supposed to do with cards? But read them and how long do I keep them?
Exactly.
I feel so bad when I throw them away.
Did your mother decorate with them ever though? When cars really used to be in and you used to get tons of them. We used to decorate
a collage from and I just threw those cards out like 3 years ago. Well, I've had cards from the last 3 years and I just put them on the mantle for Christmas. But I was like, well, I'm kind of faking the funk.
When they're old
I'll
Christmas
just wait
cards.
until people send me a card. So I got one card and thank you, Sharetta and family. But her Christmas cards are always bomb. Like their last name is the Smiths. So they did a scene out of the Meet the Smiths where like they had blood splatter. I mean, they're really cool cards. Yeah, like
they're black?
Yes. So now they
black people do.
They have a son and he has them tied up and he's laughing like he's gotten them bandaged up. They're really cute. So
that sounds cute.
And one of my friends, her daughter would not cooperate with the Christmas pictures. And so she bought the pictures of her daughter bawling, like eyes bloodshot red. And she sent those out. And I think those are funny.
If I know you're the people that send me pictures every year, now those cards I'm going to open right away. Yeah. Because I haven't seen your children since last year. Right. When you sent them. I want to see how tall they got, how different they look, how cute your fall picture, you all fall. I love families that all dress up together and do those. I love that. So if you send me that card, I'm opening. But if it's just one of those, to you and your families, I'm like, not that it's anything wrong. I know I'm sounding all, but at the same time, it's not like, I'm going to hang it up. But now it's not like it used to be with cards.
It's not. So the reason why I started doing the cards is because all of my friends would send me pictures of them and their kids. And I was like, I want to send pictures. So here, this is what I look like this year. Merry Christmas.
Like that. I really like that. So it was a pleasant surprise because I'm expected to just to say, wish you a Merry Christmas. I was like, hey! I just threw up the whole table. I was like, oh, this is so cute.
Yeah.
I like that. So I do like those kind of, but if it was one of those, just between you and me type cards?
Yeah, between you and me.
That would do. So I like words. I'm a word person. So if my children make me anything handmade and put I love you, mommy, or something like that, they don't have to spend a dime. If they took one and just color with some crayons, I don't care how old they are. My 27-year-old can sit over there and color me something. I'm going to take it and love it.
I'm going to keep it and put it on the refrigerator. So my godson told me Tuesday, he took me out to dinner for crab legs. And so he was telling me, it was more him because he likes crab legs. But,
I don't blame him. I want to go out with him.
So we were leaving and he was telling me all this stuff. He doesn't want anything, but he's hitting everybody up for $50 a piece. And I was like, $50? What the heck are you going to do with $50? And I still got to decorate your bedroom. He's like, okay, godmom, don't worry about it. All I want is you anyway.
Oh, I was like, that is so sweet.
How you want your 50s? You want them in 5s, 10s on the card? Whatever you want, you can have.
Oh, how sweet is that? I love sweetness.
He's a charmer.
I love that. I love authentic. Just wouldn't want anyone to feel pressured. Just do whatever and if you did
do what you do well. So I have a friend. She makes these sweet potato loaves. And so she normally makes them around Thanksgiving, but it dubs as her Christmas gesture to everyone. And you feel privileged when you get on the list, like, oh my God, I got one this year. I'm on my way to get mine. So I think whatever you can do that as your gesture. My other friend, her daughter has a baking company. JC is I think JC is 12 or 13, but she's been baking since she's 10. And so I ordered Christmas cookies from her and they are delicious and they came perfectly packaged and I'm taking them over for Christmas. And that's my gift to all of my little cousins because I can't afford to buy all of them gifts. So I'm bringing some blank cookies and we will.
And everybody share cookies.
And we're going to.
You're going to decorate them too.
Yeah, so we're going to have a cookie decorating contest. And that's fun.
I would like that. See, I love that. That is just thoughtful and just kind of, and I think kids would enjoy it.
And it's something they'll remember forever. Like they remember when I do things rather than what I purchased. My godson couldn't tell you what I bought him last year.
He doesn't even know what he asked for either, so that all makes a difference. And I was thinking about this weekend. Like, I wonder if my children, because 3 out of the 4 are over 18, if they remember, or I hope they have some fond memory. I tried to do new pajamas, and we all wore the new pajamas to bed and woke up in new pajamas. I hope
I
whatever
probably
little
remember
ritual
my
they remember
easy
it.
bake oven.
Best gift.
I
Ooh, I love my
remember
easy
my
bake oven.
bicycle.
I remember my bicycle too.
But that's it. And I don't think I got a bicycle for Christmas. It was after.
Well, your birthday is so
Christmas.
close. It could have been your birthday.
Yeah. There probably was a smorge of both of them. But I think it was springtime because my dad has a handwritten note of me thanking him, which were two notes. One was the actual note that me and my stepmom stayed up that night and I wrote. But the second was me sleepwalking. I sleptwalked into the kitchen and I scribbled. And my dad was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, writing you a note to thank you for my bike. And I just turned around and went back in the room and got back in the bed. And that's when it was like, she crazy. Make sure all of the knives and stuff are put away.
You were
because
asleep. Thank you, noting.
I was asleep. And
That
so that
is
one
funny.
is just scribble scrabble.
Too funny.
Like, so do you remember this? I was like, no, not really. But yeah, I think it's the rituals of like what you do around the holidays that stay with you forever.
I really hope so. As like I said, my children are older. That I thought, well, when I baked cookies that night, some days I make them from scratch, and sometimes I just go by the roll and just cut them
which
up.
are good to eat raw. Now they're saying you can't eat them raw. But
no raw eggs, like salmonella. But we would leave cookies for Santa, and I just hope that they remember all those things because.
And right now the kids are so psyched up about that. So all of my friends are either they're doing Elf on the Shelf, but they're also doing Santa Claus. So they bake the cookies the night before, and the kids freak out when they wake up the next day like, "Oh God, he's been here and he ate the cookies and he left gifts."
I think so. I hope so because that's what we do it for. Joe said, my wife said, send your ex the latest FYN
fine
pic of yourself and say, I hope you're doing as well as me.
God bless.
That would do nothing
shady.
For me. That's very shady. That's the wrong season to be thinking that way.
That's like April Fools. Skip on over to April Fools, not this one.
No, I wouldn't even. Hopefully, wouldn't even be in that frame of mind that you even going there at Christmas time.
Right.
That's funny though. And people are just funny. What my worst gift? It was I don't know if I really have like a worst gift. Tell me your worst gift. I mean, the toilet seat was funny. What I think was worse would be funny to me.
Right. And it was out of.
It was a white elephant. That was the thing. Bring something from home, kind of thing. Don't spend anything or under $5 and bring something. Okay. And so it was funny to me. So it may have been the worst, but it was also funny. But now my son bought one. I usually would tell my son, "What do you want to get your dad for Christmas?" And I let him literally get whatever he said. Now it probably wasn't the best idea. But I literally let him get exactly what. So he said his dad wanted fish. And so we went and got this fish tank and put fish in it and this big aquarium because he said, and he was never happy with these gifts of me letting my son buy exactly. And one year he was like bears. He loves the bears. So let's get him bears clothes. He got him some orange pants and they were like,
but I bet your son was proud too. Like
he was always so proud to buy his dad exactly what, but my ex never received them well, but he never wears them.
Hey, it's like that commercial where the girl is telling her parents, "Oh, you guys are having an ugly Christmas sweater party." And he was like, "And you're having a burnt cookie party too, huh?" I was like, "Oh, that's so hilarious."
That's a good commercial. Those parents got her back. She
cracks me up. Like, what in the world? Yeah, I can't say that I have received a horrible. I've received like unmemorable gifts. I do. So as an adult, I can remember a lady buying me a purse that was shaped like a poodle. And I was like, okay, I like eclectic stuff, but this was. And I carried it a couple times just for her sake, but I was like, what the heck am I going to
She
do?
like poodles. I would like to ask that question though. Do you buy gifts based on what you think the other person likes, or gifts that you like for that person?
I think
which way should it go?
So like if I am buying for my guy or something, like I want to buy him the cologne that I like to smell. It may not be what he wears, but it's a scent I've smelled somewhere and I'm like, oh,
that smells good. I would do that now.
That smells good.
I would want to buy him what I like, and hopefully
even clothing wise. So some women struggle with like their guys' appearance. Like the holidays is the season that you can be like, I got you an outfit. Here, wear it.
I've tried that when I was married, and
it didn't work.
He would never wear it. And we have so many clothes with tags from Christmas after Christmas.
You like
he's not budging. He didn't like it. He wouldn't wear it. And
yeah.
And you think I learned, but I still don't know. I didn't know what to buy from. Maybe that's why we're divorced now. But I just never knew what he liked. I think a lot of men are like this, is that when they want something, they get it. They don't wait for a holiday.
Get it. Yep.
They say they want something, they go get what they want. They don't leave a list. And I think women always want something.
Mm-hmm.
And we always need something. We run out of what we need. We're more complex people dressing wise.
We are.
Between earrings.
And see, I'm like, well,
we are layered.
Buy me clothes because one, this shape I gotta, I know where to go to take care of this shape. But then to be like, oh, I don't know if I can.
But what if he wants to see you in it? What if he's doing the same thing and he bought you clothes because he thinks this is cute and he'd like to see you in it?
Yeah. So I would bite the bullet once, and I would hope that I won't see anybody that.
My children have done that, where they buy me, oh, mommy, I bought you. And I'm like, oh, I would never wear this, but now I have to wear this. So I would wear it for them, so they get to see me in it once.
Like, see, mama got on your outfit.
Now, my one daughter, though, she's fly. So when she buys something, I like her style. And if she bought it, I'm going to wear it, even if I don't, because I know I'm supposed to be liking it.
Right.
I mean, she just really has good taste. I really like her taste and her flair. She's been that way since she was little. Love clothes. When she was 3, don't get her a toy, buy her clothes. She was a little kid that was like, clothes.
Let me put Barbie stuff together.
She was the only kid I knew who just really loved toys, fingernail polish. She has style. So when she buys me something, a purse, I'm like, wearing it, I love it.
Yeah. But then the others you like,
I'm going to wear because you bought it.
Right. Like a good Christmas
And my
sweater.
son, really, my 12-year-old, he wants you to, he's sitting there waiting like,
you like it?
It's like, his face is coming. Like, I don't think you gotta love it.
Like, open it up.
But I've learned to love even the ugliest things to me just because it's from them.
Yeah. So I can imagine being a parent, because some stuff is just like those noodle necklaces everybody gets in kindergarten for Mother's Day. And I'm like, oh, but y'all wear it proud.
Yeah, because they made those. Yeah. To me, that's better. If you made it, because I know you sit and made it with love and you wrote the little letters, and I see all the scratching off on the card where you started over and tried again. You're writing and it's misspelled up. That I love. I'll wear that noodle before, because I used to get mad at my ex-husband. Like, you really let him buy this? You know I don't like this. Why you spend your money on this? Yeah. And I don't like this. You could have talked him into.
And he was like, the same reason you let him go get a goldfish tank.
Same way you spend all that money on the fish tank when I want no fish. No, and the same reason you got them orange pants when I'm not gonna wear any bright orange pants, but it's for the children. I never thought of that till now. Thank you for explaining that, because that's just not hitting me. Joe said his worst gift is a gift I gave my older brother, back wrapped in the same damn Christmas wrap. What do you think about regifting? What do you guys think about regifting?
I've regifted before.
I think regifting is okay.
I'm okay as long as the thing is, it has to be outside of your circle, though.
Don't give me back what I gave you, because that to me is wrong. That is wrong. Be a little bit smart about it. Right, if the bag has what I wrote to you back, you give me in the same bag back.
I got a problem with that.
I got a problem with that now. Be clever now. No, you're not giving it back to the same person.
Know who you got it from.
Know who you got it from.
Regift.
Yes, and I have had people re-gift me things that I really, really like. I really like, and it is expensive things. So I'm like, wow, that is really, really nice. What about things that they got for free? Like I've had people re-gift me, like they buy the 7-piece Lancome gift and they gave you a free bag, and they give you the free bag.
Yeah, that's not quite a gift. Like, well, I guess it is.
They paid for it. They paid for the Lancome
and
stuff.
they were thoughtful about it, so it could be considered a gift, perhaps.
If I just don't know, I think some things you just got to go. You do your due diligence to put it in different gift wrapping. Like Joe, you giving it back in the same gift wrapping, or receiving it back in the same gift wrapping you gave him. No, do your due diligence. Take it out. Make sure all tags that say to so and so from so and so.
You kept it and turned around. What did they say? What did your brother say when you gave it back?
Joe also says, now he's a twin, Sharman. His twin is also one of my best friends. He says, Sharman and I, twinning, have early January birthdays, but my mom never played the combo Christmas birthday with us. We definitely got the either or though. Wait, that's just as bad. Shaking my head. Hope my mama isn't listening. Oh, that is funny. Your mama is in Florida. The twins and the Christmas, y'all birthdays, whether it's in January or whether it's in December, that it's close to Christmas has to be horrible.
It's horrible. So me, my niece, and my green niece are all 1 week apart. So my niece is a week before me, a week to the day. Like we're 7 days apart. Then it's myself. Then my great niece is on Christmas. And so I feel so bad for her on Christmas because it's like, but my sister does a good job with just letting her celebrate her birthday. But everything is closed, so you still don't get the full advantage of it being your birthday. And one of my girlfriends, her daughter's birthday is right after Christmas. And she's having a birthday party tomorrow because nobody else is going to, today, because nobody's going to.
You have to take it away from the Christmas. My sister, her birthday is Christmas Eve, and I'm going to tell you, I actually forget it probably majority of the time because I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kyler. I'm so wrapped up in my own children, getting everything last minute for my children and making sure my children, that poor Kyler. Some years I probably go all out. I picked her up and we've gone shopping. And when I remember, and some years it's like, December 30th. I'm like, Kyler's birthday was Christmas Eve.
You're like, I forgot.
Our birthdays, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for you because I know we forget.
Yeah.
We forget it when they're in her Christmas Eve, and I swear, or if I've gone to mass, we went to late night mass or a midnight mass, or whatever we were doing. A lot of times I would, because I was so focused on my own children, I forget, and that has to be a horrible birthday.
It is.
Oh, not horrible, or maybe your parents have really you just taught you to.
Just naturally you become resilient towards the birthday. Like, okay, it's a birthday, no biggie, and you learn not to expect much because people they have families.
That has to be the worst birthday of any time of the year.
It is the worst. One, you really can't plan because the weather is always unpredictable.
People have other plans.
People are strapped for cash, so they really can't maneuver much outside of that. So now I am planning my 40th birthday party now, so then I can send out save dates by June,
so they can save up. Because it's going to be around Christmas when people are saving up for other things. I don't want to
hear no mess.
That has to be hard. I used to think my birthday is Valentine's Day, and I thought, this is the only birthday where you get chocolate hearts instead of gifts. I would get the hearts with chocolate, and I was like, would you give anybody else a chocolate heart? And people think it's clever, and I have 8 of them, and they're all stacked of chocolate hearts for my birthday. And I used to think, but Christmas, you know what? And I'm going to be grateful for mine because at least they remember it. And
then it's always a party, a festival of some sort for Valentine's Day. It's love everywhere. But yeah, the focus is not really.
But I still do. So let me stop saying used to. When I go in the store Valentine's Day, to me, the decorations are for me. I'm taking pictures of all the decorations. I'm like, I know it's my birthday. No. So I take that. But holidays, birthdays, and around these have Christmas, I still think it's worse because people don't have. And Valentine's Day is not around. It's still you get your tax returns back. You may still have a little change. Christmas is just rough.
Is rough. So do you and your family do anything like tradition wise? You said
for Christmas or for
do you do the pajamas and
I was
movies or anything?
Now this is where I will say I feel badly that my older ones are older. So it's not as, and at the time I was married. So the house was kind of more together. Now they have to go to one house and the other house, and it's more a little divided, even though we'd have it at our house with the tree, and their dad would come over before they wake up and usually be there to open gifts since we were divorced. But we all the any tradition.
So what time would he have to get up and get there?
I'm gonna be honest. Usually we like the stupid tradition, and I'm gonna call it stupid, of waiting to wrap the gifts when they go to bed on Christmas Eve. Our job of staying up all night waiting till they were asleep and wrapping gifts. So he would come over and we wrap gifts so they'd be under the tree when they wake up on Christmas Day. And we could have taken them somewhere and wrapped them before. We never did it. We make this, here it is. I don't know why this tradition of making it hard on ourselves.
Funny.
So over the night we're wrapped. So usually he had just gotten maybe to bed at 4 a.m. when the kids wake up and think, Daddy, you got to come over here because it's time to open gifts. Daddy, you got to. And they don't know that he just got in and we've been wrapping gifts all night. So, then he started just staying home, wrapping them and bringing them wrapped. He used to come over and we wrap them. Then he just wrap them there and come drop them off, go back to sleep, couldn't wait for them to call him to come over to open gifts. We had a whole goofy ritual, but it was all. So I did the bake and the cookies at night. The new pajamas I actually got from my brother. My brother and his wife did, and I was like, that's a cool idea. I'm gonna do it. And that I buy them new pajamas, and the new pajamas you wear to bed. And I was like, that's perfect for pictures the next day because now pictures around the tree in your new pajamas. And so we did that for many years. So I liked their traditions. I did. I just hope they remember them. Some fear has come over me this year that I did all that for naught.
Now you have to this Christmas. Like, do you remember?
Do you remember
what we did? Well, then your youngest son is gonna be like, well,
he's not even gonna have it to remember. poor
what do you mean?
But he's spoiled because he's the youngest. Now his older siblings have jobs and can buy him more gifts than any of the rest.
Like, is there anything left for y'all to buy him? Because I know he hits up his siblings love it. Like, look, this is what I want. And they just go and get.
My daughter was waitressing last year. She's away at college, and she said she mentioned Christmas to one of her someone she was waiting the table, and they gave her $60 for her little brother. When she mentioned what she wanted to get her little brother, they heard the tip, and they was like, "This is for your little brother." So all his siblings hook him up. So now that really has actually made it easier.
Oh, that's nice.
Because so many older buy him that now but his experience will still be different because theirs was more. So hopefully they cherish whatever their experience was. I hope.
We had, well, as adults, my mom insisted that she was not transporting gifts. So you have to come to her house and go under her tree. And she almost wants you to sit at the tree and open the gift so she can take a picture. And I'm like, lady, are you serious right now?
She wants her picture.
She wants her picture. So we do that to please her. But we didn't really have any traditions, though. I know I kind of like, as the in-between kid, I kind of dreaded Christmas because that meant I spent
the morning with
my mom, got dressed, and then my dad would come get me that evening from wherever we were. So you're always the kid like, ooh, my cousins over here are having so much fun. And my dad's like, well, your other cousins want to have fun with you too. So I go over there. And then it's always that awkward, like, what have you been doing all year? Because
you have to fill them in on your whole life
story. And then we can have fun.
that is interesting. That is truly interesting. The thought of that, and I've often wondered. Hopefully, somebody on here who didn't, if your parents did not do the whole Santa thing Do you still have traditions? Like I'm curious to that. I was thinking of that this week. I wonder what are the traditions for the families that
like putting up the tree. Did y'all put up a tree? Did you have Christmas breakfast or something like that?
Yeah, I'd like to know that. So as you chime in, you can tell us that if you had any traditions and what were they? Because I'm curious. This week I thought, well, they had to do something that obviously wasn't revolving. Not had to, but they could have, and I don't know what they are.
Right. You do something. It may not be consistent, but you do something on Christmas morning.
So I got to take a moment. If you're planning now, as Christmas is coming and New Year's, I want you guys. Now, if you're thinking of something to do this weekend, it's going to be this Saturday, actually. I have a party for you. It's a pre-New Year's Eve party featuring Shirley King. She's the daughter of the blues. I'm telling you, this lady is fun. She is an entertainer. If you've ever seen somebody entertain, this woman can entertain you. It's at 10060 West Roosevelt Road in Westchester, Saturday, December 29th, 8 p.m. to 1. $25. You can contact the station here and we can help you get a ticket. 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. Shirley will bring you back to her dad's blues, her own songs, tell you a story, and just life. If you ever met somebody who's full of life, this is a vibrant woman, and you won't stop laughing. She's hilarious. She's supposed to come on today, but she has some things come up, so she still may call in. I'm thinking 708-223-8953. We still may get the infamous Shirley King, the princess of the king of the blues. He's the king of the blues, right?
He's the king of the blues.
And she's the princess of the blues. So hopefully we get her to come on through, come call if she can't come through. I'm telling you, she's the life of the party, entertaining show, New Year's Eve. If you want to be in and nestled on New Year's Eve, but still would like to have a good show, I'm telling you, this is going to be a good time. A really, really, really good time. I've seen her perform and funny. She could call herself a comedian too, because she's just hilarious. Just a good time. You walk out singing, clapping, singing along.
Ready.
Really, really good time. And even if you think, oh, I don't like the blues, it's fun.
Yeah.
It is fun.
It's really live music. And then you say she's good at storytelling and hilarious.
She's hilarious. Her story, she's she's hilarious. Hilarious. And you just really walk away with a good time. It's well worth $25 to have this kind of show. And her stories of her father, her memories of him, it made me go out and buy the book about his life, because I really? She's a wonderful storyteller and really good, but mixing that with the music, her really I'm excited. Hopefully she can call in. She couldn't make it in, but hopefully she can call in. And Shirley, I sent you the number. I'm gonna tell you again if you somewhere listening, 708-223-8953, because she's good. So we've been talking about Christmas things, all Christmas, the gift and the best and the worst. We talked about, what was your best?
My best Christmas gift was from an ex, and we were out gifting each other, but they were all thoughtful. So I knew he was really into clothing. He was really into shoes. So I bought him, I did a little care packet basket.
Now, what you received?
What I received was a cape that I still wear now, like a black wool cape. And as a funeral director, I loved it because it's convenient. You could just slip it on, slip it off. And so it was
he knew you.
Perfect gift. Yep.
No, I find it very interesting when I ask you what's your best gift. You talk about what you've given somebody.
Oh yeah, the
is that like a sign of a giver? Like when they talk about the best thing is what's your love language? I wonder, is that like mine? Because most people would go straight to what I got, and you went to what you've given.
What I've given.
How interesting is that?
That is interesting. I wonder why. I'm gonna have to do a new love language to see if my love language has changed a bit. Because I think it has.
That was interesting to me, because you rarely see people get so excited about what they've given somebody, and then I got him the perfect outfit, and usually they go right into what they received. Like, wait a minute,
but he did really good on the cake, so it was a kudos, and he was the first the second guy that I allowed to come to my family's house on the holidays. I tease him about it now that we're just friends. So he had to plan his day accordingly because he had to spread himself thin. So he was at our house for lunch, and then he stayed there till about 6 or 7 o'clock, and then he made his moves to the next girl's house. And I was like, you trifling.
The next girl's house.
Yeah.
I would love to hear from you guys. I know, Joe, you're married. That you have to split it with your family and the in-laws. Do you guys like that? The moving around.
So most of my cousins that are married, they get a pass for Christmas. That they don't have to come to like the family gathering because what kids want to you get them excited all month long. They've been counting down to Christmas to open these darn gifts, and then you tell them, no, we got to get up and go. Like, no, they want to stay at home and play with their stuff and eat and sleep and get back up and keep tearing your house up for a couple of days. So yeah.
I just don't like moving out. Christmas, I just want to veg out, and especially if I've been up all night with my children's gifts, nor did I want to now get
most families are asleep again by 10 o'clock because kids are up when the sun comes up, 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Is because the kids have awakened so early to get to their gifts that you rarely have sleep and you're not about. But I do know families, as I watch my neighbors, because I'm usually at home thinking, oh, I just don't feel like leaving. Watching my neighbors, they look like Christmas when they're. It just really does look like some Christmas. Well, all their kids are coming with their children, and they're bearing all these gifts in their arms, and they're at their mom's door. Aww. And it really looks like some kind of TV show, movie. Where you see that happening. So I see my neighbors do that, but that's not me. I don't like moving around ever, really.
Now, Wanda, you are a cook. So is there anything you make sure you cook on Christmas, or is Christmas one of those?
I like to cook, but I don't like to cook for the masses. I don't like that. And when I was married, my ex-husband loved to cook. So of course I'm going to let him cook. I don't love doing it. But I like to cook anytime but holidays. I am not the Thanksgiving.
See, after Thanksgiving, I'm done with soul food. Like, I don't want a green. I don't want a turkey. I would much rather have Popeye's chicken on Christmas than anything.
But since I don't know, for people who have relatives that are ill, I will add that what adds to my Scroogedom at Christmas is my mother used to be the cooker. That's her thing.
Okay.
At Christmas, and I would help her. I would help her cook things, and then now that my mother can't do those things, that time of year makes me sad. I'm one of those that Christmas doesn't feel good because I don't have the food, and I have to change the memories. That's when I started doing the rituals with my own children.
Yeah.
To block the sadness that I think Ayanla or some Oprah at some point in time said, said to stop focusing on what you don't have and create new memories. And so that is kind of part of the reason I started doing all these rituals with my children.
Are you creating are you passing down any recipes to your children, or
back to the sadness? It really is bad for me because not bad. Okay. It's not bad for me. I'm not saying, but I'm getting past it. This is part of my journey to wholeness. It probably should do a whole show on this of my growth, because there's one part but this is not. No, because I'm always sad that I didn't pay enough attention to my mother's this. I know how to make everything. My mother was very serious about cooking.
You told me.
So you get up early in the morning, So now I realize they're ingrained in me of knowing what goes in what dish and cooking. But I feel so much sadness that I don't remember, that I didn't pay enough attention, that I didn't write them down, that I didn't pay enough, that those times were so precious with my mother and I didn't think of them that way. I wound up feeling so badly about it that I haven't thought until maybe you just said it now that I really probably could write down what I do know of my mother's recipes and try to work from there. But my kids grew up with their dad being the main cook and not me. So in their head, it would be passing on grandpa's recipes, or dad's recipes. But and I've had many years of being sorry for myself and my mother, and I'm gonna work on that now. I just found what my 2019 healing.
We all have those. the end of the year is it's such a high and a low because the high is all of the excitement surrounding the holidays, but then the lows are, and when you are having those reflective moments, the memories, people that aren't there, the things that you wish you would have done or should have done throughout the year. So yeah,
it's a mixture though. So for me, food is as a sore spot of I don't put any. I have no super happy around food. It would be around the other things.
So my family, we don't do much around Christmas. Like I said, we kind of let people do their own thing and not feel pressured into like dragging your family away from their toys. But we do New Year's Day. So New Year's Day, everyone generally comes to my parents' house and we have a good time. And we stopped eating traditional food last year, so we do seafood for New Year's Day. Because
isn't that though something though to have a superstition to have black eyed peas?
Gotta have something from a pig ears, pig feet.
Oh, I never knew that. You gotta have
something from a full slave meal. Yeah, you gotta have something green. Green means money, so either cabbage or greens, and then black eyed peas is pig part. It doesn't matter. Ears.
I never knew that pig part one.
And then the greens, and the greens is prosperity. Then you can't walk through your door.
A male has to be the first. Why is that again?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have
my
to ask
mother
my mom.
Was serious about that. Do
my
not
mom
go through that front door.
You be sitting in the house like, Daddy, can you please go walk through all these doors so we can get up and move around?
That is so. They say that there's like 7 New Year's good luck traditions that are around the world. Keep your money under the carpet. Never heard that.
Never heard that.
Turn the oven on and the music up. Never heard that.
You gonna turn your house? You gonna blow your house up, and nobody's gonna be able to hear you crying for help.
I don't know any of these. I think they made these up, but I do know that for us, it's definitely the black eyed peas. I think I've heard the money. I haven't heard the pork to bring in the. I haven't heard that one. So that's
you would think my mom was just released from slave quarters because these are all the things that she is adamant. And even last year when we did switch to seafood, she had a small pot of pig ears. She had her black eyed peas, although it was a small pot, and banana pudding. And
we'd have a banana pudding. Is some with banana pudding too?
I think it's just slave. It goes back to the slave.
Oh, interesting. I never knew that. And then we'd but then my mother started gumbo. We at the New Year we'd always have gumbo, and she would just fill it up with all the. See, that's the stuff that then starts making me sad because I want my mom's gumbo. But I think I'm going to push some things. Hello, be self. I'm going to push some.
Do you watch any Christmas movies?
I like the. Oh my goodness! In fact, someone actually texted me this year and said The Sound of Music is on. And I thought that was the sweetest thing that they remembered that I love The Sound of Music.
That's a movie.
Ooh, yes, The Sound of Music.
With who? Dolly Parton? I've never seen The Sound of Music, clearly. Who's in it?
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens.
Oh, gosh. And she knows the words. I'm going to have to put that on my list.
Brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things.
Are they black?
When the dog bites. When the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Oh, I thought it
Julie
was that.
Andrews.
Yeah, I've never seen Sound of Music. It comes on.
Well, you know what? It would be. I can't take your white card.
So once again, I hold on to my black card because I'm like,
you hold on tight to your white because yes, there's no one black in that entire. It's
like we watched The Wiz. Like you got to watch The Wiz. You got to watch it. This Christmas is now one of my favorite Christmas. But
I've never seen it.
The Preacher's Wife. I'm actually gonna watch that.
I haven't seen that either.
The Preacher's
Is that
Wife.
The one with Whitney Houston?
Yes.
Never seen that.
It has the best gospel Christmas songs. And it's a good storyline. It's a really good movie.
Preacher's Wife.
The Preacher's Wife.
Christmas, I don't think I want to see that one, but
this Christmas is actually really good. It's not corny.
Is that with
Chris Brown and all of them?
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Watch. I'm
not
gonna
a Chris
enjoy
Brown fan. Okay, we're gonna see it. I'm going to earn 2 points back to try to get my black card back.
Yeah.
By seeing this, I definitely am going to add that. I want to give another big plug out to the pre-New Year's Eve party featuring Shirley King, daughter of the blues, princess of the blues as well. I like to call her 10060 West Roosevelt Road, Westchester, next Saturday, 8 p.m. to 1. And she'll be playing all your favorite tunes, blues tunes, R&B, Motown. She knows them all. It will really, 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 really be a good time. So would love to have you come out. It'll also feature the 290 East Band with Glenn Nelson, Tito Thomas, Shadon, a girl drummer. I'm excited for a female drummer. I don't know why that got me so. Drummer girl is what she calls herself. That's going to be. I'm excited about that as well. Parker, Aaron Washington, and Taronia. I'm probably slaughtering your name with vocals of Rice, Taronia Rice. Come out next Saturday. You can call 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. Get your tickets. Also, if you need some wonderful bling, I'm wearing some bling today. WANDA bling full. Wonderful. WANDAFUL bling.com. Go shop. Look for the word shop on there. Hit shop and shop. Men and women's jewelry. Some people ask me, you don't have any men's jewelry? And I haven't bought that much, but now I'm going to take just a day and supply myself with men's jewelry. So I will never be asked that. It's on the website and you can order it and have it shipped to you. Everything's $5. Forgot to mention that. $5. How affordable. Everything's $5. Check it out. And then if you need life insurance, Allstate Insurance, 708-599-5100. You are in very good hands with Allstate, so check them out. So, in Dots, if you really have any late birthday presents you'd like to send to In Dots, I'm collecting. She's collecting them.
I'm still collecting. You know what? I got I had a bummer birthday this year, just car issues, stuff like that. So I tried not to focus much on birthday, just get through the birthday. And I got so many nice messages from everybody. I promise I'm going to do a video today to thank everybody. My mom even called and was like, there's so many people wishing you happy birthday. So thank you. And enjoy the holiday with your family and your friends and eat and drink and be merry.
And don't get all caught up in the gift thing. Just enjoy.
Yeah, even if you don't have a gift, just show up. Go somewhere, get out the house.
Show up if I don't have a gift.
You know, some people feel that kind of way. No, you can.
I know I can, but gosh,
a bottle is a gift. I show up with a bottle of something, and that's my gift.
And that's your gift. I like that idea. I was going to ask you something totally in the midst of rapping, but thought of something you said. Oh, I wanted to point out, because it just came to me that many years I've seen you actually go feed the homeless on your birthday. Yeah. I really would like to know what your love language is, because everything is always around you giving to others.
I really would too. This is the only reason we didn't do it this year, because after last year, the homeless kept telling us they want our food. And it's because there's so many organizations that go out that they have a lot of foods, and it was funny and lighthearted, but it was still like, okay, maybe we need to revamp it and go back later in the year. So we're gonna do something a little later in the year, but we normally do
because everyone's doing it at the same time.
Yeah,
the birthday give back. Well, I think that's what probably
the homeless were like. Did you use onions in these greens? Like, we made a full soul food menu, and the guy was like, did you use onions? Next time, don't use onions, because not everybody eats onions. I was like, dude, how about you just eat? Like, you're homeless. What do you mean? But at that point, I realized that it's unfortunate that they are homeless, but there are a lot of organizations that remember the homeless around the holidays. It's around March that they get forgotten about. Like,
so we're doing it at a different time of year. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. That's where we learn something. You guys, like I said, make sure you come out. If you need your tickets, you can reach me at 708-223-8953. Come out and hear Shirley King. Really, really, really going to be a good time. That's next Saturday, December 29th at 8 p.m. So call, get your tickets. We're going to have a good time here listening to some of the blues, R&B, Motown. Really, really, really good time. I'm telling you.
Good time.
And we're going to be back here before next year. Do we have I think I have another show before the new year. Yeah, the 30th. So a New Year's party, maybe have a New Year's party. And what big show though I would really like to have people come out for is vision board. Really want to set the tone for 2019 where we set the vision for what we like for ourselves visually with the vision board. So if you want to come in studio, because I like to have some people here in studio, I'm going to have everything it takes to make a vision board, magazines, pictures, going to make it very an interactive show. Contact me either on Facebook, Wanda B on Facebook, however you want to contact me, like Wanda B, just like the sound of a bee. You can find me there. Wonderful Bling is on Facebook. He said, she said is on Facebook. So any of those methods, if you want to reach out and come be a part of the studio audience of vision boarding January 6th, would love to have you out. Then please come back here the same time, same place where we are every week at 2 p.m. on into 2 p.m. on Intellect. And if you want to come on the show, let me know on IntellectualRadio.com. See you next week. Have a merry, merry, merry Christmas.
They said we keeping it real with Wanda B. Oh, she's the real deal, keeping it real for real. Keeping it real with Wanda B. All inclusion, no confusion. He said, she said, clearing up the drama with Wanda.